here's my 1990 Brougham d'Elegance. It's pretty dirty right now. Kind of hard to tell on the video. It actually looks better on video. Let me show you some of the stuff I want to put on it today. Edelbrock ProFlow 1000. I don't know if this fits on a TBI. This caddy has a 350 TBI. Looks like it might have a little fitment issue, but we're going to find out on that. And here's Cherry Bomb Glasspack. We're going to see how it sounds. I want to get a little bit better sound, but not too much. So we'll have to see. We may go back to stock. Alright, going to pop the hood here, and you can see this thing is pretty bad under the hood. Oh yeah, nice and dusty. Lots of dirt. Pretty crusty old air cleaner. That's why that sucker's coming off of there. This thing lived on a dirt road for about 20 years and probably never got cleaned under the hood. Okay, you're going to start this sucker up. Hear it a little bit before we start making changes. So let's see here. Now, right now, there's the factory muffler and the factory resonator on the back here. So let's see. Okay, let's go ahead and open up our ProFlow 1000 here and see what we take a look at it in the store to see exactly what came in the box here. So our instructions. And here it is. Okay. So there's the cleaner itself. It's pretty cool, pretty old school style. I think I might have to paint this black. So that is a hold down there. And it comes with, looks like a couple of plugs, I think, for holes here and here, depending on what you route there. And nylock and a washer. So that is ProFlow 1000. So let's see if we can put this on. Okay, got this piece of junk off of here. This ugly old thing. Now, this is off here. This is, basically the mechanical control to open or close that line here that runs to, let's see if I can get it, the valve there. So that has that piece of foil tubing that goes on it, like that. Goes down to your exhaust manifold. It's not open to exhaust, but lets the heat in there on startup when you need it. So since that's by itself, we're going to leave that there and not put it on this new cleaner. So we got this off. Look at that ugly old TBI, but it does the trick. So that fits nicely on there. Got that. And I had to bend the bracket that holds it down. So I put 2 bends in it. I don't know if you can see that there, to just clear this plastic here on the back of those injectors. So that way we'll keep ourselves from rubbing or anything when it has some vibration. So that should work out nicely there. Now, the only thing I need to put into the new air cleaner housing is this guy right here. So I'm gonna have to oversize one of those holes in there and get this to fit in there nicely. A little gasket on there looks like it's pretty healthy still, so we'll go ahead and reuse that. Okay, so here's how it turned out. Pretty nice, went right in pretty smooth, nice and get back here a little bit, nice and flush. I just was lazy and used a unibit, so not the cleanest hole. Could have cleaned up the burrs a little bit and make it a little bit better, but nonetheless it's in there and that'll work out just fine. Okay, there's the finished product. Finally got it all the way installed. So there's our plug right there for, let me get a light on that. There's that sucker right there. Get that plugged in here. That's what it looks like, pretty close to the original location. Had to do a little modifying on the bolt that holds down the assembly, so I had to cut it a little bit shorter to get it fit on this TBI here. Went ahead and hooked up the hose there for the vent coming off of the valve cover. I wasn't going to, I was going to put a filter in it, but I had some hose, so I figured I'd hook that up. So there it is. Now that's the only decent looking thing under the hood of this car here. And you're not doing it right if you don't have something clamped off down here. If you don't drive around with the clamp on, you're not doing it right. So I didn't have a plug, so I'll have to get a plug for that sucker later. But yeah, so there's the final look of it there. Here is the exhaust system, at least from the Cat onto that monstrosity, the giant muffler. So we're going to see about cutting that off and see if we can get that cherry bomb in somewhere right after. There's a bend right here. It's kind of hard to see on the camera. There's a bend right here. So it goes just straight right here. So we're going to see if we can get that cherry bomb installed right about there. Okay, I got one cut right here at the back of the muffler. Clamped that so it's not perfectly lined up here. And we're going to fire it up real quick and see what it sounds like. Okay, so that sounds quite a bit different than this here. There's final result there for, well, I wouldn't say final, I guess. Kind of temporarily buttoned up here. I wasn't too happy with the sound of this cherry bomb. I think it's a 18 or 19 inch body. It's a little quiet, but hopefully this will keep me from having a drone overrunning an open pipe for right now. It does have the factory cat, which might be affecting that pretty good too. Tried out a bigger piece of pipe on there, just a regular piece of pipe, and I might need to add in some kind of resonator pipe or something here. Looks pretty ghetto right now, but it'll go safe down the highway for the time being. And yeah, so let's see. Give you a little sound here. Okay, we're back on the ground, so let's see if it sounds any different. Sounds kind of like a truck. Not really what I was going for, but it'll work for now. Let's see here. Just wouldn't be right if I didn't do a donut.